Miah-Marie Langlois is a Canadian professional basketball player for Dynamo-GUVD and the Canadian national team, with whom she participated at the 2014 FIBA World Championship. College. Langlois attended the University of Windsor from 2010 to 2014, where she led the Windsor Lancers to 4 consecutive CIS national championships. She was a 3-time CIS Final 8 tournament MVP and 3-time CIS All-Canadian Defensive Player of the Year. FIBA Games 2015. Langlois was a member of the Canada women's national basketball team which participated in basketball at the 2015 Pan American Games held in Toronto, Canada July 10 to 26, 2015. Canada opened the preliminary rounds with an easy 101-38 win over Venezuela. The following day they beat Argentina 73-58. The final preliminary game was against Cuba. Both teams were 2-0, so the winner would win the group. The game went down to the wire with Canada eking out a 71-68 win. Canada would face Brazil in the semi-final. Everything seemed to go right in the semi-final game. Canada opened the game with an 11-2 run on 7 consecutive points by Miranda Im. Langlois contributed 5 assists. In the third quarter, Canada strongly out-rebounded Brazil and hit 69% of the field goals to score 33 points in the quarter. Lisanne Murphy and Nira Fields hit 3-pointers to help extend the lead to 68-39 at the end of 3 quarters. Canada continued to dominate in the fourth quarter with 3-pointers by Kia Nurse and Kim Goucher. Canada went on to win the game 91-63 to earn a spot in the gold medal game against the USA. The gold medal game matched up the host team Canada against USA, in a sold-out arena dominated by fans in red and white and waving the Canadian flag. The Canadian team, arm in arm, sang O Canada as the respective national anthems were played. After trading baskets early, the US edged out to a double-digit lead in the second quarter. However, the Canadians, spurred on by the home crowd cheering, fought back and tied up the game at halftime. In the third quarter, it was Canada's time to shine as they outscored the US 26-15. The lead would reach as high as 18 points. The USA would fight back, but not all the way, and Canada won the game and the gold medal 81-73. It was Canada's first gold medal in basketball in the Pan Games. Nurse was the star for Canada with 33 points, hitting 11 of her 12 free throw attempts in 10 of her 17 field goal attempts, including 2 of 3 three-pointers. Langlois had 3 rebounds and 2 steals. FIBA America's Women's Championship 2015. Langlois played for Canada at the 2015 FIBA America's Women's Championship, a qualifying event used to determine invitations to the 2016 Olympics. The games were held in Edmonton, Canada in August 2015. Canada was assigned to Group A and played Puerto Rico, Chile, the Dominican Republic and Cuba in the preliminary rounds. Canada won the first 3 games easily with a 94-57 win over Puerto Rico as the closest match. The final preliminary round game was against undefeated Cuba, a team Canada had faced in the Pan Am Games. Cuba played well in that event and was expected to challenge Canada. However, Canada defeated Cuba 92-43 to win first place in the group for a spot in the semi-final against the second-place team in Group B, Brazil. Langlois recorded 7 assists, the highest on the team. The semi-final game against Brazil was much closer. Canada led by only 6 points at halftime but gradually expanded the lead to end up with an 83-66 win, and a spot in the gold medal game. The gold medal game was a rematch with Cuba, who won the semi-final game against Argentina. Despite the lopsided result in the preliminary rounds, Canada expected a closer game. Cuba started off strong and had an 8-point lead early in the game. Canada responded with a 16-0 run to take over the lead, but Cuba responded and took a small lead early in the second half. Then Canada took the lead back and gradually expanded the lead to end up with the win, 82-66. As the game wound down to the close, the crowd was chanting, "Rio, Rio, Rio," in recognition of the fact that the win qualifies Canada for the Olympics in Rio in 2016. Langlois recorded 8 assists, the highest on the team.